respectable and everything. Of course, you can tell I didn't stay very long. Anyway, I was there on the East Coast, going to boarding school all by myself. I'd get letters from home every week, Mom and Dad. Every week, they'd put money in these letters and say, take this money and go take some piano lessons. This will be something you can use later on in life. We want you to learn how to play the piano. I've been there a whole semester. I hadn't taken one single piano lesson. I've been going to play video games, going down to the convenience store, you name it. I hadn't taken any piano lessons. 2 weeks before Christmas, I get a letter from home. So, can't wait for you to come home for Christmas. We bought you a new piano. We can't wait to hear you play. I hadn't taken any lessons. So I had to do something real quick. So I took about 2 weeks worth of piano lessons. Learned how to play one song. Learned how to play You Are My Sunshine. I could barely play it with 3 fingers. I had to do the best I could. So caught the plane, got in, got settled in from the airport. I said, maybe they'll forget. But of course they didn't. As soon as we got settled in, they said, well, come on in here. We want to hear you play the piano. So I just had to hope that they thought I was a slow learner. And then a little bit later that night, Grandma came in. And she wanted to hear me play the piano. But of course, I'd already gotten good by then. I could play with 3 fingers on each hand. So I was really finished with the piano. But that night, a bunch of neighbor kids came over. Mom had a big Christmas party to welcome me back home. Well, being teenagers, you know what they wanted to hear? They wanted to hear some boogie-woogie music. Of course, the only song I ever played is You Are My Sunshine. So I had to do the best I could. So I was really finished then. We got up the next morning on Christmas Sunday. We walked into the church. First thing they said when we walked in the church, the pianist is sick this morning. We need you to play this morning for church. Well, I've been to a lot of church services. I've never been to a church service where they sang You Are My Sunshine. Much less on Christmas Sunday. But I managed okay. The choir sang loud, the organ played, and I just kind of hit a few notes now and then. Nobody noticed, but came time for the offering. Everybody looks at me. I was supposed to play something. The only song I know to play is You Are My Sunshine. I had to just play it like I thought it was supposed to be in church. So I was really finished then. But that afternoon, we had Christmas dinner. Now, this is a strict boarding school. This is not like these schools nowadays where you get a whole month off. I had to go back to boarding school the next week. Time to get ready to go to the airport and leave to go back to boarding school. The phone rang. And one of the dear church members had passed away. And the pianist is sick. She's been put in the hospital. And they want me to stay around till Tuesday and play for her funeral. The only song I ever play is You Are My Sunshine. And I've never been to a funeral where they sing You Are My Sunshine. But they were dependent on me, so I had to do the best I could. So I've been there for 4 days. I didn't have to play You Are My Sunshine, You Are My Sunshine, You Are My Sunshine. I could play the thing blindfolded. I don't have my blindfold with me, and that's you just have to trust me. forwards and backwards. That's how I learned how to play the piano.